Welcome back to Golden Acres. Today I'm making bread. You know the title of said wood stove? You're like, why is there a bread machine out? Well, I have kids home from school, so I'm going to use the bread machine to mix. And then I will take it out for the second rise, and we will do what we did with the cookies, and we will compare in the conventional versus the wood. So I've got some loaf pans here, some mini ones. So these are what I'm going to use. The trays are just to transfer them easily. And this one is slightly bigger. It's not the same kind. I'd used it for one that had a little bit of leftover and extra, and that worked really good, so I bought more. This came out of a baking kit my mom had gotten my kids for Christmas one year. And then these I got on Amazon. Of course, it's not affiliate, not sponsored at all, but I will leave the link to these below. And then I have my larger one. If there's any extra from the mix, I will not waste it, of course. Up here, which this is kind of dark, but I have it on a 2-pound loaf. It's on medium. That doesn't matter because I'm going to pull it out. And then here are your different breads. And you change that down here. So if I change the loaf, that's the size. The crust is here, which of course we're not using. And then the menu allows me to pick. And I will have it on white, but now I have to go through all of them. So we'll leave it on white. And when the mix-in chimes so I can mix things in, that's when I will pull it out. All right, we are down to the second knead, so we will go ahead and get that kneaded up and put into the pans over here, and then we will let them proof again. I do have a proof setting on my oven, and I will use that for one set, and then I will put the other set on top of the wood stove to proof there. They proofed beautifully. I could have put a little less dough. I don't think there's gonna be trouble cooking them. Silicone pans do bow out here. So if you don't like that shape, definitely use a metal pan. I honestly like the ease of the silicone pans because I use a little less oil and the ease of getting them out since they're not as sturdy. Getting them unstuck if there were to be a part that was a little stickier would be easier. All right, where we're halting out at 300, little over 315. So I'm gonna put everything in. I put a couple more logs on. They might get it up a little bit warmer, but I think this is where I've got it held for now. I will turn these in about 10 minutes probably. What is so weird?
That went so quick than the oven.
Yeah?
Yeah, it went quicker than the oven.
It's very, wood heat is very dense heat.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it does have a very
Hey, Mommy.
crisp, well done crust, but it looks good.
Hey, Mommy.
So I will
There's a little piece of candy cane there.
cover this with a wet tea towel
Hey, Mommy.
and let it cool down.
Look at this.
All right, the reason I have a tea towel on here that's a little damp is that way when it cools, the crust gets a little softer. So the wood oven, one dark spot, which we know because the heat is concentrated on one side. I pulled these out about the same time. The heat density is different. So they're a bit of a lighter crust. And now I'm going to actually put these two down and I will cut those and compare the inside. All right, wood oven first. See, this is why I like the silicone, is to pop them out. There's a nice soft inside. No other dark spots other than the top. Although there's one little more golden brown spot right there in the middle. Pull this one out. Same thing. Nice texture by the feel. Oh. Could have been in the oven just a hair longer. Although that does not bother me. So this one did a little bit better. This one needed a little bit longer in the oven. I just like a light crust, so I'm willing to risk a little bit of a small doughy spot. Also why I like the mini pans, because I don't have to let this get as dark. So I should have left that one in a little bit longer. All right, I'm gonna take a bite of each. No butter, no jelly. So it's not gonna be altered by anything. Like I've been doing. Wood stove first. It's a nice chewy bread. Nice and fluffy, plenty of air pockets.
Hey.
Very similar. Just should have left it in just a little hair longer. Yes, buddy. I got caught drinking my kids' tea in between bites. Thanks for viewing with us today. If you like what we're doing, hit that like button. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button. And if you really want to help us out, the best thing you can do is share us on your social media and with people you think who would enjoy our content. Thanks for being with us today. God bless.